When we have service like Spotify on the market, why do I want to go back into owning and using daily an iPod Classic? If you want to know that and much more and why I have two here, stay tuned until the end of the video. Hi everyone, Marcus here from madpack, and if you love tech, this is the place for you. And today we are going to talk about the iPod Classic and why until today is my favorite device from Apple, and also why I want to go back in time and restart using my iPod. So this is my original iPod Classic that I have since 2009, 2008, something like that. And this is the version with 160 gigabytes. And inside this device, I have CDs that I'll not be able, or in songs that I'll not be able to get it back, like friends of mine that they used to be singers and they are not anymore. So for that reason, I decided to go on Facebook Market and I purchased an iPod 6, and this one is an iPod 7, but this one I got it with an extra perk. So for £55, I basically got the iPod plus a speaker that works really well and have a sound that I was not expecting for something so old. I don't want to mess around with my iPod Classic Gen 7, and I purchased a Gen 6 to be able to open and change things inside, like having an iFlash quad, to be able to have 4 cards of 128 gigabytes that we'll talk in a minute. On the last years, I've been using without a problem, obviously Spotify, hearing my music and so on, but I started noticing that I was disconnecting more and more from albums. It was so easy to be hearing a music, and after I don't want to hear that music and I jump to another one. And that nostalgic to having a new CD, put it on my iPod Classic, hearing all the songs from the beginning to the end, all that was gone. And one of the reasons why people are looking into iPod Classics is the fact that we pay subscriptions to almost everything that we have in our house, including Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and Spotify. And when I think about my life and hearing music, I really miss the fact that I have a mini jack that I can connect any kind of headphones to my specific, in this case, iPod Classic, that I'm not able to do that on my iPhone. And many times I found myself without battery because if you think about it, we have so many devices that you need to think and to remember to put to charge every single day. And many times I forget to put to charge my AirPods. So that was something that I was missing out. Another reason is the fact that as a musician, I have demos from some friends, and this is the original version of this music that have musicians, they are not on the band anymore. And that's something that I can't find on Spotify. And the fact that I can control and hear whatever I want, and even sometimes looking into names that I forgot that I like it because I don't hear them for a long period of time, that's something that I really missed out. And one of the other reasons that I really missed the iPod Classic was the fact that I could give stars to that song. So if I really like it, I'll give 5 stars. If I didn't like it so much, I could just give 1. And after basically your iPod was recommending songs depending on what you really like it and not what the algorithm thinks that is the best for you. But there is more. There are other moments that I was really missing my iPod Classic. If you are in the UK, you know that your internet signal is really, really bad. And many times I wanted to hear my music, but I didn't have any signal, so I'll not be able to use Spotify and only hear the musics that I saved into my Spotify. Another thing that made me really miss my iPod Classic was all those notifications that you receive on your phone when you are hearing your music that makes you distract and just zoom out from the music that you are just hearing. Just by browsing on YouTube, you start noticing that more and more people are doing exactly this. We are tired of subscriptions. We are tired that an algorithm is controlling what they think is the best for me. And I'm tired to don't remember that I like it, that specific band, just because I don't hear it for a long period of time. With the iPod, I can just scroll and find what I want at that specific moment, related with the bands that I have already saved into my iPod Classic, so it's definitely something that I like to hear. And I know the iPod 6 is inferior to my iPod Generation 7, but in the end of the day, it was a good deal for me to enter into this rabbit hole, to disassemble and to completely customize an iPod Classic. And yes, this is much more than just having an iPod in my pocket. It's also a way to express myself and to connect to who I was in the past and why I was so into this product. And it took me 1 year to be able to purchase this because I'm from very poor families, so I had to accumulate from Christmas, from birthdays, to be able to purchase my first product from Apple. And I really miss it. I really love it, how it feels on the hands, how well built it is. It's a tank, and I know that I'm going to struggle to disassemble, but I can't wait to do the changes. And this is the one that I'm going to replace. The hard disk that I have inside is the iFlash Quad. The big reason is that it allows me to have 4 cards, and for the Gen 6 that's really relevant because it doesn't like cards, memory cards bigger than 128 gigabytes. When we talk about the micro SD cards that I decided to purchase for this build, I decided to purchase the SanDisk Nintendo Switch version with 128 gigabytes in each one of them, for the reason that I just gave to you. But I'll definitely not recommend you to purchase an iPod Classic as it is. I definitely think that if you look to a device from 2007, 2009, even if it was really treated well and taken care, the battery will be completely gone. So at least you need to change that. I want to add on some Bluetooth into it because I want also to be able to connect this directly to my TV and so on and so on. So definitely something that I would like to do really soon to these ones. And this is much more than just an iPod Classic for me. It's a nostalgia thing. It's remind me who I am and where I came from, the songs that I used to have in there, and be able to just browse inside my library and choose something to hear from. And for me, it's also a way to go back in time and be more in control of who I am and what I really like. Are you thinking to purchase an iPod Classic for you, or do you still have yours walking around inside your home? Let me know in the comments below. My name is Marco, this is madpack. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, smash the thumbs up, do whatever you want, but always with a smile on your face, and I hope to see you in the next one.